The following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting at Western Illinois University.
Coming up on Live at 4, a local business gets a change in ownership. And NEWS3's Jeff Marta discusses some changes to WIU football's coaching staff. Also, NEWS3 brings you the latest updates on the shooting of 2 police officers in Ferguson, Missouri last night. All that and more, now.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
2 police officers were shot after what started as a peaceful demonstration in Ferguson, Missouri early this morning. And now Michael are speaking out. Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4.
Now, the parents of Michael Brown are condemning the shooting attack on the police officers. The family released a statement rejecting any kind of violence directed towards members of law enforcement. And the statement went on to say, quote, "We specifically denounce the actions of standalone agitators who unsuccessfully attempt to derail the otherwise peaceful and nonviolent movement that has emerged throughout this nation to confront police brutality," end quote. The attack on the police officers happened as demonstrations began to celebrate the resignation of Ferguson's police chief. According to St. Louis Police Chief John Belmar, one officer, a St. Louis County police officer, was struck in the shoulder. The other, an officer from a neighboring town, was hit in the face. These 2 officers have since been released from the hospital.
The city of Macomb has announced the hiring of Andrea Keene as the city's downtown development director. According to the press release from the mayor's office, Keene has a 14-year background in coaching, leadership, healthcare, marketing, and management. Keene begins work for the city on March 30th. This announcement comes after Sarah Wallach vacated the position in August of last year. The Macomb Police are honoring one of its own. The police chief, Kurt Barker, designated investigator Denise Kramer as Officer of the Year. Kramer handled large roles of investigating 2 homicides last year. Kramer was also praised for her 87th% clearance rate on assigned cases. Macomb's Officer of the Year is also responsible for post as a Juvenile and Elderly Service Officer. The WIU School of Agriculture will host its annual Spring Open House on Friday, March 27th at 9 a.m. Members of the school will be on hand to answer questions and lead tours of the university farms and all of the ag-related facilities. This event is open to the public, and those who attend will receive free lunch. Also, all prospective students that will attend the school will be entered into a drawing for a $250 scholarship. For more information, you can visit wiu.edu or contact the School of Agriculture.
And a local business on West Jackson Street will be taking on new ownership within the next few weeks. Carol Gardner, the current owner of the Red Ox, will be selling the restaurant to former Springfield restaurant owner Mark Ming. Due to the changes in ownership, a new liquor license application has to be approved. Ming told the council he has no changes planned for the restaurant, and Carol Gardner has owned the restaurant for more than 30 years. And we've been enjoying this warmth and sunshine this week, and will that continue into the weekend?
Nicholas Stewart is at the Storm Team 3's Weather Center and has a look at our weekend. Nick?
Yeah, I mean, the warm weather has been fantastic the last several days. We've been above average, and it's going to continue at least for the next several days. If you take a live look outside in Macomb right now, you can see some of those high clouds starting to move in from the south, but that's all basically going to not do much in terms of our temperatures. The sunlight's going to continue through the day, and it'll continue to raise our temperatures. Right now, we are at 57 degrees. Across the region right now, we're pretty much in the 60s across the board with warmer temperatures off to the west, and that's how pushing to our region. Look at the satellite. You can see these high clouds moving in from the south. That's coming with the storm system that's moving our way into the weekend. And taking a broader look, you can see all the rain that's moving in from the Gulf Coast. That'll be our rain chance as we go into the weekend. But warmer temperatures, just a chance of rain. We'll have a full look at your forecast in just a couple minutes. Back to you guys.
And thank you, Nick. And with this warm weather feeling, and it's starting to feel more like spring, the Harry Musato Golf Course will be opening this weekend. Harry Musato Golf Course will open this Saturday, March 14th at 10 a.m. Carts will be allowed on the back 9 and the cart path only on the front 9. Please call the Pro Shop to schedule a tee time. The driving range will remain closed until early next week.
And with voting right around the corner, important issues on the ballot are stepping into the limelight. One of those issues is raising sales tax on certain items to help fix the county roads. A public forum was held at the Macomb Armory Tuesday night in hopes to get the community's approval of a new sales tax. The new sales tax would be to help fix and repair the 180 miles of county roads in McDonough County. Without the tax, the county would have to rely heavily on fixing roads with federal money, which is also in short supply.
For many years, residents had their recyclables hauled away from Bridgeway Recycling here in Macomb. Sadly, that company closed not too long ago. News 3's Mark Gorski fills us in with this recent closure.
About a week ago, Bridgeway was forced to close their recycling company here on Deer Road due to financial problems.
This year alone, that operation was running at about a $400,000 deficit.
Bridgeway refused to announce their reasons for this, as well as how many people lost their jobs.
They were trying to reappropriate all of those employees that were on the recycling project to other projects within Bridgeway.
Thankfully, that isn't stopping the company from continuing other disposal methods.
They're continuing the book recycling. They're continuing the confidential shredding and the high volume shredding.
Many people in the city believe that this will affect their daily recycling routine, yet they are greatly mistaken.
Their closing of their recycling operation has absolutely no impact on the city's curbside recycling. We have a contract with Waste Management Corporation to provide curbside pickup for recyclables. That will continue. That will continue without any interruption.
Waste Management will not take over the facility in Bridgeway, but will haul recyclables to another area. Customers of Bridgeway are reminded to recycle all plastics, paper products, boxes, and pizza boxes without the greasy tops. For News 3, I'm Mark Gorski.
And the university is debating fee increases for next semester. WIU administration presented a bill concerning these changes to the Student Government Association. However, SGA has been debating the bill for several weeks. Senators are concerned that there is not enough funding going to campus technology. They say students are not satisfied with the accessibility of internet. SGA Director of Finance Will Gradle says he believes access is important in today's world. Gradle said that good Wi-Fi is, quote, a standard staple of our society that we can't even meet, end quote. SGA members said they wanted to change and voted to fail the bill on Tuesday. The SGA plans to draft a new bill they say better addresses the desires of the student body. News 3 will keep you updated as the story develops.
A unique sports team has been rolling through in popularity throughout the nation.
And one of those leagues practice right here in Macomb, actually, and News 3's Franny Smith has that story.
What you see here is not your average night at Outskirts. The skating rink in Macomb is home to one of the many roller derby leagues in the world. These ladies are known as the Macomb Bombshells. The league sweats it out on the rink about 2 nights a week to prepare for their meets, also known as bouts. These 30-minute bouts are not for the faint of heart. The Bombshells skate at a fast pace for about 2 minutes with only a 30-second break in between. That's why Jackie Smith, the Bombshells coach, works the team to the bone.
So really what it is condition, and that's what we're doing today. Mondays are our endurance nights, and I kick their butts, and they want to cry, and some people throw up.
That may not seem like an ideal way to spend your time, but for a lot of these women, it's their favorite way to blow off some steam.
And this is a sport, too, that there is no body type. You can be any size and play this sport. It's really empowering.
One of the team's biggest fans is one Bombshells husband, Tim Hallinan. He also serves as president of the Bombshells board and helps organize the team's fundraising. But that's not the only way Hallinan shows his support. He comes to their practices every week, cheering on his wife and her teammates from the sidelines.
And they work as hard as any athletic team in our community for their sport. And these are our moms, these are our wives, these are our sisters, business owners, teachers, all coming together for this sport to benefit our community. And I think it's a really neat thing to be a part of.
As you can see, the Macomb Bombshells have been winding down after they've been practicing for quite some time, prepping for their first bout just about a month away now. Needless to say, it's crunch time for the skaters. Reporting for News 3, I'm Franny Smith.
Arrested. The only requirement is that you must be older than 18. You can like their Macomb Bombshells Facebook page for more information.
And straight ahead, if you are thinking about getting a tattoo, there are a few safety measures you should take before you commit.
Stay tuned to find out how you can stay safe before you get inked up.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
I think NEWS3 is great. It's all one common goal. Everybody's trying to be #1. Last year we were #1 in the nation. We beat out Florida and Oklahoma. I get to work with so many professionals. It's a really great experience, and they're always there to help, and it's just all around fun. Jasmine Crichton really does make it a real life experience that most schools maybe not, they don't offer that.
When the big stories strike, count on award winners to provide you intimate and in-depth coverage. On the air and online, local news, fresh perspective. Before the lights go on, dedication, teamwork, precision. Award-winning leadership brings you Macomb's only local TV newscast. On the air, live at 4. Friday mornings at 10, and online all the time. Our community, your community, NEWS3.
Take a train to go. Stand by 3 for the push-in. Now from Macomb in high definition, you're watching Emily Manley, Johnny Cather, Storm Team 3's forecast with Nicholas Stewart, and sports with Jeff Marta. Live at 4 continues.
Welcome back. 4 out of 10 people ages 18 to 29 have at least one tattoo, according to a 2010 poll done by the Pew Research Center.
As these numbers continue to grow, one of the biggest concerns is the safety behind the tattoo process.
NEWS3's Anamale Zuniga reveals some of the ways tattoo shops work to ensure the safety of their clients.
Blood-borne pathogens are present in human blood and can cause diseases if someone is exposed to it. Two of the most commonly known pathogens are HIV and HBV. Tattoo artists must go through training in order to protect their clients from harm.
Bloodborne pathogen classes are put on by the health department. They just tell you how to clean effectively to prevent those from sticking around and spreading.
According to Sam, one of the easiest things to do is to just treat everybody like they're infected.
Everything gets wiped down with something called Cavicide. It's a medical grade antibacterial.
The antibacterial is only the most basic way Sam and his coworkers keep their environment safe.
Everything is autoclaved before use. It's put under extremely high pressure at 270 some degrees for about an hour. All the needles, all the tubes that the needles go into, everything is autoclaved.
Tattoo shops can only do so much to keep their clients and the community safe. The responsibility ultimately lies with the customer.
Be careful where you go. You want to go to a place that's clean, a place that's inspected, a place that's licensed, a place that knows how to take care of all that stuff. Look for a bloodborne pathogen certificate. If you don't see one, leave.
Each state has its own tattoo regulations. Here in Illinois, tattoo shops are the real licensed entity.
There's no such thing as individual licensed tattoo artists in the state of Illinois. Tattoo shops are the places that are actually licensed. It's not the tattoo artist.
If you ever get the urge to get inked, then just remember to ensure the safety measures are met with. For NEWS3, I'm Anamale Zuniga.
The McDonough County Health Department tells NEWS3 that only 2 shops in McDonough County are licensed. Those shops are Tattoo Blue and Lincoln Tattoo. A few spacegoers have landed safely back to Earth after spending 167 days aboard a space station. An astronaut and 2 Russian astronauts aboard the International Space Station returned home today. The crew undocked from the station in Soyuz capsule just hours ago in Kazakhstan. 3 replacement crew members will hop aboard the ISS with remaining crew later this month. And we've been enjoying this warm sunshine this week. Will that continue into the weekend?
Storm Team 3's Nicholas Stewart will be here right after the break to tell us about what you're leaving in Macomb over spring break.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours.
Dr. King, what's your next move?
In March from Selma to Montgomery.
Selma is loud for every man, woman, and child.
We will not wait any longer.
In front of a crowd.
Mine eyes have seen the glory. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it.
While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed our own.
Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
Cold temperatures are a thing of the past, at least for right now. Taking a look outside, you can see these high clouds sitting over the city of Macomb. That's not doing much to block our sunshine. Warm temperatures are sitting with us continually through the next several days. Right now, we are at 57 degrees. The humidity value is increasing up to 71% as the storm system starts moving in from our south. You can see our winds blowing from the southeast at 9, transforming the nice warm air into our neck of the woods. Taking a look at the current satellite radar composite, you can see there's a few of these high clouds moving in ahead of the storm system. None of this is really going to do too much to block out our sunshine even throughout tonight. But look off to our south, you can see the storm system that's slowly moving its way northward. A few traces of rain as well. We're not expecting too much in the way of rainfall, but we'll continue to monitor. We're expecting at least a few showers as we go into tomorrow. Temperatures across the region, see those 70s. Those are on the way here. Des Moines up to 72 at this hour. Same as Kansas City up to 72 degrees. Those warm temperatures are going to continue to build in through the weekend until our next cool down, which isn't until next week. So we got to enjoy it, especially if we go into the beginning of spring break. We have a low pressure center off to our south. That's what our storm system is going to bring. Was going to bring the rain, some of the cloud cover as well into our neck of the woods. We're going to be dealing with that. But right now, though, mostly clear skies, sunny conditions out there, warm conditions as well. For tomorrow, things get a little bit more interesting. As the storm system moves a little bit closer, we're dealing with the cloud cover. We're going to be dealing with mostly cloudy skies tomorrow with, again, those chance of showers here and there. We're not expecting much to accumulate, just a few showers here and there. But for Saturday is when things change just a little bit. We get a cold front that'll sweep through our region through the early morning hours, but it won't do much to damper our temperatures. We'll drop down to the 50s, but mostly sunny skies, clear conditions, and no chances of rain as we go into the weekend. Looking at the rainfall forecast, you can see all the rain is well off to the south of Macomb. Although the cities of St. Louis, even farther south of that, and across southern Missouri, could be picking up 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, so it could be pretty interesting out there. But for tonight, we'll drop down to about 42 degrees with, again, those southeast winds of 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, again, we'll have a chance of rain. We'll get to about 66 degrees. Look at the 5-day forecast. Temperatures are going to continue to increase. Finally got to do the 70 degrees by Monday. Again, mostly sunny skies. So it's going to be really beautiful conditions as we go into the beginning of the weekend. Again, the cold front moves through again on Monday. So the temperature is going to drop down to the 40s as we hit Tuesday. So it's going to be warm, but it's a little bit cool down. But again, not expecting too much on the rain side of things. So.
I like this weather, Nick. Thank
I'm
you.
loving it. I'm glad it's finally here.
Yeah, you're giving us some
Sounds
good
great.
news. This is very welcome. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, well, coming up in sports, Western Illinois football is shaking up their coaching staff just 2 weeks before spring camp. Also, the warm weather has thawed out Alfred D. Boyer Stadium in time for Western Illinois baseball as they hit the diamond tomorrow in their home debut. And the women's basketball team may be left out from NCAA tournament action, but that doesn't mean their season is over. I'll let you know how the Leatherneck basketball team may have a few more games left in them straight ahead.
Today, 1 out of every 4 American kids is Hispanic. That means many of the future doctors who will care for us, the engineers who will build our cities, the scientists and entrepreneurs of our country can be your kids. We all know how hard it is for you to send them to college. This is why we want you to know you are not alone. And every day more people support you to make it happen. Many support you. And the Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education. HSF.net.
What did you want to be when you grew up? Now, how do you make it happen? Think purple, think success, think Western Illinois University.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Welcome back to Live at 4. Western Illinois football is set to start spring practices in just 2 short weeks, but not without a big shuffle in their coaching staff. The Leathernecks officially announced on Tuesday the hiring of Phil Ockengay as wide receivers coach. Ockengay spent the last 2 seasons as offensive coordinator at Hutchinson Community College. He brings 4 years of Division I coaching experience at Florida International. With the addition of Ockengay, former receiving coach Mark Watson will switch his role to the defensive side of the ball and coach defensive backs. That means Tyler Yelk will solely take over as special teams coach. As for the defensive coordinator position, it's still undecided after the departure of Kevin Ward. The shuffling of assistant coaches comes just 2 weeks from the kickoff of spring practices. And the baseball season may only be 10 games young, but that's all it's taken for BaseballSavings.com to announce the 2015 Johnny Bench Award watch list. Luckily for Western Illinois baseball, their own Adam McGinnis made the cut. The sophomore catcher is among 74 other finalists to make the list. The Johnny Bench Award is given at the end of the season to the best catcher in Division I baseball. In 9 games so far this season, McGinnis has scored 5 runs, batted in 4 runs, and has a fielding percentage of 98.6. He also played independent ball over the summer and was selected to the Prospect League All-Star Game. The list will be shortened to semifinalists on May 14th. And sticking with baseball, the team is finally playing its first home game of the season tomorrow. The Leathernecks take on the Mastodons from IPFW in a 3-game set this weekend. The team had concerns about the field conditions leading up to this weekend, as the games were suspected to be moved to Jacksonville, Illinois, but with the sunny weather that we've had this week, the field is looking playable. Western went 5-2 against IPFW last season, but this year could be a different story. The Mastodons sport the Summit League's best record this season at 9-5. First pitch is tomorrow at 3 p.m. at Alfred D. Boyer Stadium. Now switching to a smaller diamond, the softball team is representing Western Illinois in the middle of the Pacific in the Rainbow Wahine Classic. The team played the University of Hawaii last night and hung on to the 3-2 win. The junior starter Casey Hart finished the game with 9 strikeouts of the host team. Western scrapped together 3 runs in 3 consecutive innings. Kelsey Marlowe led the Leatherneck attack, going 2 for 4 with an RBI. The Rainbow Wahines cut the Leatherneck lead to 1 in the 7th, but Casey Hart finished the way she started, striking out Kayla Wertner with 2 runners on to secure the victory. Purple and gold are far from done in Hawaii. The Leathernecks have 4 games remaining in the Aloha State, the next one being tonight against St. Bonaventure at 8:15. And the Western Illinois women's team may have went one and done in the Summit League tournament, but their postseason chances, they're still alive. Western Illinois, the Women's National Invitational Tournament consists of 64 teams in a single elimination tournament. The field is expected to be announced late Sunday evening, just after the NCAA tournament field is selected. The other option for WIU is the Women's Basketball Invitational, which is a 16-team field. The Leathernecks hope that their record of 17-13 is just enough to get them an invite somewhere. And lastly, the Chicago White Sox welcomed a new member to the squad today down in Arizona. Comedian Will Ferrell taking the field for 10 different teams today and will play all 9 positions. Ferrell is promoting his new special on HBO, but more importantly is raising money for cancer awareness. The main organization is College for Cancer, which is a charity that helps people affected by cancer realize their dream for a college education. So,
look at that.
Yeah, Will Ferrell, he's a tall dude. He's got to be at least 6'5".
Okay.
And he just looks awkward because he looks like a big kid out there, but it's going to be funny just to watch him play and see the highlights.
I'm normally a Cubs fan, not a big White Sox fan, but I think I can get behind this. It's for a good cause. Will Ferrell's a great guy, so all right.
Yeah, making the tour all around Arizona. I think he's going to be in the Cubs game too because he's switching teams and just going everywhere.
That'd be great.
So,
I think I'd like that a little better. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Jeff. And one 74-year-old TV personality will be sticking around for a few more years.
Find out who after the break.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Enroll, we say, we want you to be okay. Enroll, we say, take care, people, for goodness sake.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
This job looks perfect. It says you need a high school diploma. You've got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that.
Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Used to call me the buttered biscuit. Back then I was a sex expert. I know about birth control, too.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
Have you had sex in this car yet?
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Stories. They happen everywhere. At NEWS3, we go the distance and tell them firsthand. Across the region,
the tornado tore through a neighborhood in Washington, Illinois.
Across the state.
Here at the state capitol in Springfield for the gubernatorial race.
Across generations.
We have a lot of people that are very dedicated. We're all volunteers.
The stories that inform us, the stories that move us, the stories that matter from a fresh perspective.
Jeopardy fans can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Longtime host Alex Trebek isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
Despite hints that he's ready to retire, Sony Pictures announced Wednesday that Trebek has renewed his contract through the 2017-18 season.
According to Hollywood Reporter, the 74-year-old takes home $10 million a year. That's insane.
I'm happy to see him sticking around. I like that show. I don't think I'd do too well on it.
Oh, that makes two of us.
I think I might lose money. I might owe them money after the show's done, but yeah.
Nick's going to have a look at our wonderful weekend coming up.
Yeah, we've got a good weekend coming up ahead. Nice warm spring-like weather for tonight, though. 42 degrees, mostly cloudy skies ahead of the storm system that's moving our way. For tomorrow, again, we get that chance of rain. Nothing too much in the way of accumulation, just a few showers here and there. But again, take a look at the 5-day forecast. Temperatures will drop down a little bit on Saturday behind the cold front before warming all the way up till Monday. Well, it's 70 degrees by the time we hit Monday before the next cold front moves through, knocking us back down to the 40s on Tuesday, but definitely still manageable compared to where we were just a few weeks ago.
That's awesome.
I can handle 40s. All right.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much, Nick. Appreciate it. And thank you for watching News 3 live at 4. For Jeff Marta, I'm Johnny Cather.
And for the wonderful Nick Stewart, I'm Emily Manley. We'll stay on top of your news overnight and bring you the latest updates on our Facebook page. Find us at News 3 WIU.
Have a great evening.